Hey guys, Ben with Income Options Trading here on Friday, January 10th. Hope everyone had a good day off yesterday from the market. Today I was up 390. It was kind of a stressful 390 a little bit. I'll go into it here. So actually, if we go to the S&P futures first. So we had our our numbers come out at 7:30 Central, dropped the market by 70 points at that point, rallied a little bit, but then it went sideways and then came down a little bit, and then the 9 o'clock number, which wasn't supposed to be a high impact event, dropped it even further. So we were down over 100 points at this point. Had a little bit of a rally, a dip, and kind of went sideways till the end of the day here. So also a lot of volume, almost 2 million in contracts today. So really active for a Friday. Next week is January expiration. A lot of people use the January expiration for leaps. So next week I expect a lot of activity as well. A lot of leaps probably coming off and things being pushed out to next year. So I expect a active week next week as well. Usually a bullish week. It's like 70% of the time next week. Friday at least is a bullish expiration. I know I usually get caught sometimes on those expiration days. Just a little bit more volatile than a normal weekday. So we'll keep that in mind on Friday, and then the following week is Martin Luther King Day. So next week is the first full trading week, and then the week after is a 4-day week again. So going back to my trades today, VIX was up quite a bit overnight, so I put on my normal iron condor, just a one lot today, followed my parameters, which was good. And I was red on the bottom of this dip. I was down a couple $100, but I was tracking the at the money options, and I had about 10 points more to go at this point before I would have got stopped out. So we were at about 58.15 here. If it would have hit about 58.05 right here, I probably would have got stopped out. I did have the 57.75, I think it was. Yeah, the 57.75. So I had another 40 points or so to go, but just with the velocity of this move, would have got stopped out a little bit sooner. But we had a dip here, and that position was pretty much green for the rest of the day, especially around lunchtime. It was almost a full winner. And then in the afternoon, we had a good bullish trend here. So at 12:30, actually missed the time frame a little bit. I was working, so about 10 minutes later, 12:40, we were still in this range. I would have rather sold the put on this candle in hindsight, because it went up, but not a whole lot different. Probably would have got me another 5-10 points lower if I would have sold here, but I sold one. I meant to sell two, so I just did one a minute apart, and it actually worked out, because the first one I did was a 58.20 short put, and the next one was 58.15. And I was targeting 125-ish for that short. It was just there was a red candle here that bumped it, so I got one further strike out of the money. And then at 1:30, I actually had a meeting, so I kind of rushed this trade a little bit, and I did kind of what I did on I think it was Monday, where my EMAs aren't popping up here. But there we go. So I was actually looking here, and it was on the top of this candle here when the 5 EMA just touched the 40 EMA. I said, oh, for sure we're going to go above, and I had a meeting, so I quickly went to put in the position, and after I put it on, I checked the chart again, and it was right around in here when I put it on, so it never broke the 5 EMA never broke the 40 EMA. So if I wasn't working, or if this was a bot trade, it wouldn't have entered here. But in hindsight, I did. And it was kind of stressful here. The last hour of the day, we had this big drop off, and I was in the red here, and I was I close on a breach, and normally I try to wait if to get a full candle below, an open and close below, but since VIX is so high, the premium goes up quite a bit. So what I was doing was I was working the stops a little bit, and tried to make it so I would get stopped pretty close to after a dip. And actually on this candle here, my stop was 10 cents away from getting triggered. So I got kind of lucky that my stop was just a hair out of the money. If I was doing a bot trade, I definitely would have got filled here. And then I just kind of worked the stop a little bit. And since we were having such big swings, I was keeping the stop tight, and I almost got stopped out here again, another bigger drop of a breach. And then on this green candle here, I moved my stop to make it so it'd be a profitable trade. So I went like 10 cents below, and I ended up changing the stop. So if we go in here, so I went to a $1 stop, and I got 120 for the trade. So I actually went 20 cents less than what I opened the position for, and I got stopped out right here on this red candle. So just the last 10 minutes a lot of times can be very volatile, and with today how big of swings we had, I just wanted to be a little bit more cautious. So I got stopped out here. Hindsight, it would have been fine, but I didn't want to have another big red candle, you know, similar to like this guy or this couple, where it just breaks through and you close at 58.10. So decided to keep my stop there. So the 58.20, the three contracts there got stopped out for a very, very small profit. The 58.15 expired worthless. So entered 3 different trades today. It was kind of 4 because I meant to do 2, but I only did 1. So ended up 390 today. And it I wasn't sure if I should open these, but I was looking and trying to follow my rules, so I put it on. Luckily everything worked out, and going into the weekend on a high note. So we'll look to continue to trade next week and be much better mentally. I know my psyche is, I'm feeling way better today than I did a couple days ago. So really just trying to focus on the rules and not worrying about my my P&L day to day. I'm still down a decent amount here, but hoping by end of February, if everything goes as planned, I'll be back to break even. I just gotta continue and take it day by day. But we'll see where we're at. I think that's all. I didn't pull this up. I'm just gonna pull up news here. See what news events we have next week. We've got Monday nothing, Tuesday 7:30 is PPI, Wednesday 7:30 is CPI, Thursday at 7:30 is unemployment claims, and then Friday is nothing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, high impact events all at 7:30, all before the market opens. So nothing to worry about, or shouldn't be anything to worry about from a news related event during market open. So that's good. Anything else I want to touch on? So Option Omega, I know last month, prior to Christmas, did their announcement that bot trading was going to be available. I was hoping it would be relatively soon here around New Year's. I reached out to them earlier this week, and they're hoping in a couple of weeks that beta would be dropping. So I know I said that that's coming soon, but it sounds like probably, or hoping February, beta will start. So there's a watch list you can join. Maybe, I think if you go on their website, you can. Otherwise, I'll leave a link in the description you can click so you can be on a watch list, so they can roll it out. They don't want to roll it out to everyone. So beta just means they're going to do a controlled rollout. So I'll be playing with that a little bit here, probably starting in February. And so I'll be able to review it and compare it to TAT, Trade Automation Toolbox, which I use with IBKR and my other account as well. That one I don't really talk about. I don't really do a whole lot with that one, or monitoring, I should say. So I'll get into more videos eventually comparing those two bot trading services. So look for that probably in February. Other than that, weekend coming up. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys on Monday.